Hi, my name is Mona Swofford. My husband Dan and I have been here at the branch almost 15 years. We started in '93, and I've been on staff here at the branch since 1997. I was addicted to drugs and alcohol for about 18 years. Well, the way I fell into it was just kind of the crowd I was running with, and that's what everybody was doing, and it was just recreational. But it quickly, within 30, 60 days, became no longer recreational for me. It got pretty obsessed about it pretty quick, to where I was doing it every day. It wasn't recreational anymore. My family had no idea. My employer had no idea. I was active in my church. I was pretty high functioning, able to keep all those balls in the air pretty well for a long time. So there probably wasn't a lot of people that knew. I was addicted primarily to marijuana and speed and alcohol, just depending on what was around. Initially, my relationship with God was pretty distant. I had moved pretty far away because I was trying to hide. I was pretty sure he was mad at me because I knew better. I was raised in the church. This wasn't something that had been modeled for me. And I felt like, you know, he's not going to have anything to do with me because I'm sinning and I know I'm sinning. And so I can't go to him for help. And so I latched on to the NA meetings and the group there. But as you work through the steps in that program, you get to a place where you have to turn your life over to God. And that's the third step. And then you go to your fourth step, where you do an inventory about everything you've done. We can't really do that fourth step unless you've done the third step. I would get to the inventory and I would start thinking about all these things I've done over 18 years that I need to make amends for, and I couldn't go there. I just couldn't go there. And the person sponsoring me at the time said, you know, you have to do the third step to do the fourth step. You got to have a God that's going to walk through it with you. What would you want God to be like if you had, you know? And so I start describing these qualities of God. You know, he's loving, he's kind, he's gracious, he's forgiving, he's, you know. And it took me a while to realize that's who God is, that I could come to him with all these things, that he already knew him, he still loved me, and he was willing to walk me through this, that he'd just been waiting for me to come to him. It wasn't him putting the distance between us. The one thing I would want to say is, if you're struggling with an addiction, no matter what it's to, no matter how socially unacceptable you think it is, or you think nobody else has ever had this problem before, pick one person that you trust and tell them, because the secret is what keeps you stuck there. As long as you're hiding it, you'll never be better. You'll be stuck right there. You'll never master it as long as you keep it a secret. You just can't. I would say my perspective about life has changed because what I lean on is not temporary now. I always knew that my relief was temporary. No matter, you know, life would be bad, a day would be bad, but whatever I was reaching for, I knew when I started it was temporary. And now it's not a temporary fix. God is able to heal places that you need healed permanently, and it's not temporary anymore. By the grace of God, I've been clean and sober for 10 years.